Hello everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 571, or Season 3, Episode 154. Excited as always for Tower of God Nights. If this is up a little bit late, I am working on it, same as always, but my computer's been really rough lately. So yeah, if it's up kind of late, I'm working really hard on it, but it's computer issues. But yeah, either way, I guess let's just get into reading. There's not really too much to talk about for a big intro or anything. Last chapter was great, but I feel like every chapter for a long time now has been great. Really, the end of last chapter brings us all back to the place where Yuri and Tiara are fighting, and also that's kind of where the exit is. I don't know why Traumerei would just let them all leave and just sit in his hotel room, so I feel like Traumerei's the big threat, but other than Traumerei, it's Tiara really who's the big threat. Cha also could be coming to help though, so that's a thing. Plus we have the whole like Goruro rebellion like simmering in the background and all that. Yeah, last chapter was amazing, right? Last chapter was, it's hard to remember like which chapter was which, but I'm pretty sure last chapter was the super long one with Revolution and with all the cool new stuff that we got. So that was incredibly good. But yeah, we're all back here, and it's like when Yuri figures out what's going on, it's like, oh, we're just trying to escape with Bomb? Simple enough. Like, Yuri would totally go along with that. That's perfectly fine. Holen, while he's like really getting a power up here, I don't really see him as like a crazy threat or anything to everyone escaping. Tiara's the problem though, because Tiara's like, oh no, mission is to bring him back to Gustang. So she is going to absolutely want to do that and will absolutely get in the way to try to keep them from escaping. Even if it means like cutting off the FUG path of escape, maybe Traumerei and other high-ranking Lopobias get involved. Either way, Tiara is not going to want them to escape because that would go against what her mission is, and Tiara is, like, as we've seen, extremely powerful. Yeah, Tiara's been really cool. I have loved the inclusion of her character. So I feel like the immediate threat right at this second is Tiara, but the bigger, broader threat beyond that is obviously Traumerei, because it's like he's totally not just going to let them escape, right? He's like right there in his hotel room. But either way, and of course we have the plan where Bomb's like, okay, we're going to sort of win my freedom from Traumerei. I guess that makes more sense too. Because if Traumerei is a man of his word, and I mean, to be fair though, why would he be? Why wouldn't he just be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna try to kill all your friends anyway? But it does make more sense. Bomb's like, hey, he gave us the option of me winning and me officially winning my freedom. We should go through that because we can't just like fight against him normally. And also, we got Kun scheming in the background helping Bomb out, so that probably helps that situation. So it does seem like that's going to be the way to go, is that they're going to have to like purposefully challenge Traumerei's competition and use that as a way to officially win his freedom, because just running away isn't going to work against a family head, I would think. But yeah, either way, let's just get into reading. Intro over, let's see what we got this time around. We're starting off where we ended, with them running into the room, and Kun saying, wait, Bomb, we don't know what's going on in there. Let's take a look with the lighthouse first. Bomb just, oh, okay, but then no thoughts, head empty. I saw Yuri, let me run in there to help. What's happening? It's total chaos in there, and I love the art and the way that Holen's powers have been presented. Yuri, I have to go help. Mom, wait, not right now, as if Yuri needs you to hold her hand. And then he rushes in there. Bomb. Huh? That's him. The Irregular. And again, I think it's good to meet up with Yuri, because Yuri's totally going to be helping Bomb out. And like, Holen is a threat. Holen could throw a wrench into things for sure, but I don't think he's that huge a threat. I just think Tiara's the serious problem here. Shit, this isn't good. In the midst of all that chaos, the person everyone is after just walked right into the room, and that's where we ended off last time, with him yelling Yuri, Bomb, you're okay. Bomb? That's the family head's target. That's the guy. It's all because of him. Everything's gone wrong since he appeared, thinks Holen. I have to get rid of him. And he charges up. this like Shinsu spirit creature. And really, I know I kept bringing up like Mara from Shin Megami Tensei, very like with Ren, but once again, very phallic. He has the vein there. Very phallic depiction of a Shinheo. And then, what's gotten into him now? Thinks Yuri. Bomb. I'll head over to the gate connected to the family head. Keep running and don't let anyone catch you, says Kun. But what about Yuri? Just stay away from her for now. There's no telling how this might go. Damn it, this keeps getting more complicated. I need to find the family head and make a deal with him. See, I think Kun is really like the potential MVP of this, and Rack just standing around. I saw people bringing it up, but poor Rack just not having any dialogue or development or anything. Poor Rack, just here. And then we have this great clashing panel again with Tiara and Yuri. Tiara's rushing Bomb and Yuri's coming in from behind. And we just have screaming Holin so that we can escape from this hell. Alright, sorry. I just wanted okay, make a deal with them so we can escape from this hell. Just wanted to make sure I was getting that full sentence. And that's where we get our, like, title panel. Showdown 3. And then it almost looks like Yuri's about to step on Tiara's head. Oh, and she does. She at least attempts to step on Tiara's head. She actually does. But it goes through because she's still turning into Shinsu. And she just slips off her face, basically. As she's still running after Bomb. That damn dinosaur. I told him to catch that guy for me. Now he's running away with him. Stop resisting. And I hate whenever, whenever anyone says stop resisting, like it just makes people resist more. Never say stop resisting. It just makes it worse. Like that just is, it is escalatory. And then, and let me catch you. And then, oh, she passes through Bomb. Is it because he's copying her? Or is it because maybe whatever spell... Yeah, it looks like it's her arm that's turning into Shinsu to go through him. And we see the thorn activating. So it must be because of her powers. Like, maybe whatever she's using is like curse or spell related, and since curses and spells don't work on Bomb, it's like her own ability is kind of backfiring on her here. Why isn't my ability working properly? But that boy. And then... oh no, it seems like his arm's reforming. So, the ability's activated for him. Just upon touch is it copied without him even thinking about it? What's going on? Is that ability active for Bomb as well, thinks Yuri. What in the world is happening? And we do see the thorn is activated. With an ability like that, he might even be a threat to my father. That Irregular's ability could potentially kill the 10 great family heads. Lilial and Chili, okay. Ah, man. See you in the cliffhangers. We get cliffhung on that to go over to Lilial and Chilial's rescue team to save their mother. And like, while I wanted to see more of that, I can't be too upset. It's one of those things where I forget who was talking about it, whether it be Milios or Sunwoo when they were doing their read-throughs, about how, or maybe even Kick the Can, about how, like, I've watched so many read-throughs, but there was somebody that always talked about how great CU's cliffhangers were, where we cut away from something, yeah, I think it might have been Kick the Can, where we cut away from something, and a part of you is so upset that you're cutting away from it, but there's also this other part of you that is like, I can't be too mad because I'm so excited to see what we're going into. And it's just, that's the situation here, where it's like, we're cutting away from that, but then it's like, I also want to see the rescue team. I want to finally see what the deal is with Laura. Are you sure about this, Shiliel? About what? I mean, can we really trust the Slayer candidate? Oh, and the snakes are just wearing a cloak. I thought they were going to potentially turn into a human form, but no, they just have a hood on. I'm not sure. I only chose to trust him because it was the only option at the moment. But it's too risky to betray the family head. If we tell the family head everything now and ask him to forgive us, I'm sure. No way. He won't change his mind about the marriage. Forget about that, Lilial. I don't mind going back to the family head and getting married, But you want to avoid getting married at all costs. This is the only option that allows not only me but both of us to get out of this mess. Besides, we have a team to go back to. By the way, I'm a bit concerned that our only escape is a gate. So their team presumably has Maria on it. And like, we've been keeping Maria and Kuneye separated for so long in the story that it'll be really interesting whenever we get to see them meet back up again. Concerned that their only escape's a gate. Likewise, and even then the gate will close again after a certain amount of time. Then let's hurry. And we finally see Laura there. And then, Mother. They burst in. Lilial? Mother. Shilial. And she looks upset. Laura! The snakes burst in. She drops the coffee. And then, the snakes, what are you doing here? I like that also, like, the fans have just been calling them the snakes, and the characters have also just been calling them the snakes at this point. Laura, I heard you were abducted. You promised. You agreed to never show yourself to Lilial. You gave me your word. What are you doing with my daughters? And then, gasp, and she's falling over. Thud. She hit the ground hard. Mother, Laura. You, stay back. I think my mother's in shock from seeing you. I feel so bad for the snakes. The snakes are just trying their best. Like, again, I was like, from Laura's perspective, she was probably forced into things by Traumaray because he's a freak. But from the snakes' perspective, the snakes, I feel, genuinely love their family. The snakes genuinely love Laura and their daughters. So I feel really bad for them that everybody's like, oh yeah, this was just a fucked up experiment from Traumaray. And it's like, well, I feel bad for the snakes in that sense. What gave me pause was I was like, they did kill Mur, they did kill like Koyup and all these other characters that weren't necessarily bad people. And it's like, I feel like with Tower of God, you just have to overlook that at some point, because literally every character, Bomb has literally been like, oh wow, I have no choice but to murder these random people that are forced to fight against me. Sorry, bad luck for you guys, and Bomb's just straight up murdered them. He's not shonen protagonist that's like, no, nobody can ever die, or I can't ever kill anybody. Bomb's like, well, sorry guys, and then just murders a bunch of indigenous tower population. So, like, it's one of those things you just gotta look past in Tower of God. Every character, like, everybody always brings up White. White killed 1 billion people, and people are still like, oh man, he's so cool. But continuing on. Mother. It's okay, Lilial. I think she just fainted from surprise. But we're in a hurry, so I'll carry her in my lighthouse for now. Shilial. And then, come on, let's go. We have to get out of here before the gate closes. Laura. My beloved. Poor Snakes, man. Laura. It looks like you're all leaving this place, so I'll part ways with you here. Is that so? Too bad. Yeah, my whole purpose in sneaking onto this battleship was to find my family's guardian animal. I'll hide somewhere for now and come out to look for it when the coast is clear. No one will notice me if I'm gone anyway. Okay, I like Hema Slime. So here's the thing. The further away from Bomb you get, the more killable in the story you are. So, bad news. You gotta stick around Bomb if you don't want to die. Tell everyone for me that it was a short but fun experience. I will. Take care, and good luck. You too. And then, I wish her luck, but there's no chance she'll find her guardian animal and make it off this ship alive, unless Siu's doing some, like, devious scheming stuff with Hema Slime, because, yeah, Dravi's totally right. Unless a miracle occurs. And then, time until the gate opens, 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I would assume, given that we had the, like, 15-minute, 3-minute explanation last chapter. And then we cut to near the hotel's central lobby. And we have that group running now. The hallway leading to the lobby. And we see Shilial. Uh-huh. And we have the fight still going on. What happened here? Oh, and he's... the teeth are wrong. I was gonna say it looks like he's on a frill shark, but now the teeth aren't right for it to be a frill shark that Holin's on. Irregular. All I have to do is get rid of you. Keep run. I don't think that's all he has to do, though. Like, his tongue's on fire, right? So I think he just has to deliver the message like what Gastang said he had to do. Turtle. Oh, And we have the earth bending. He brings up a barrier. And hold on. This is interesting. That's the fake Black March ignition it looks like that Yuri's using. Stop causing trouble. And then she's using Green April. And get lost. These effects are interesting. They're different from what CU's used for the 13 months before. And then Holin gets knocked away. It looks like total chaos. What should we do, Shiliel? Let's wait. And then they get a call. The gate will open soon. We'll make a full speed run for the gate about 30 seconds before it opens. Even if we manage to reach the gate, we need to stop any enemies from following us before it closes. So we need your protection. I love that so many characters have switched sides. We just have Lilial, Shiliel, and the snakes working with us now. Father. Stop running away, Tiara's chasing still. You're mine now. And she passes through him again. It happened again. My ability activated by itself. Kind of a small brain play to be like, you know, let me try the same exact thing again and see if I get different results. This is hilarious. I don't think that's going to work. You might as well give up and we just have smug Yuri. If I can't catch him, then I have no other choice. She brings out the pen again. I'll have to devour him instead. And is she making it large? What? Did the pen just get bigger? Again, I love this sort of unenthused looking face from Yuri. Did the pen just get bigger? What the hell is that bitch up to now? And then she starts writing on the ground, pulling out some Gus Shinsu artistry, some Shinsu calligraphy. Also, Tiara's just so cute. Like, she is adorable. I love her design. She's just writing with the giant pen. Sorry, just an aside. And then Bomb and Rack look over. And it's Shinsu calligraphy. We have this rumbling. What did she write? It looks like she wrote something on the floor. Oh no, high ranker IQ levels are in the dirt. Oh no, first white can't count past 3. Now Yuri can't read, doesn't pass the illiteracy check. Oh no. I guess if you're so powerful, you just don't have to be smart. Oh no. And all-consuming. What? I want to become a quick, agile monster. And then we have this rumbling with a giant, all-consuming mouth. The end. Okay, transformation time. And the gate to Traumary's room is there, it seems like. Kun just dramatically busting the door open. We have this weird sort of acid trip wallpaper going on, so to speak. Then a bunch of the DNA strands, like we've seen before. There he is. Haven't you heard of knocking? That's him, the leader. Young people nowadays have no manners. Of the Lopobia family. Who taught you to be so disrespectful? Edwan? I'm not here as Kun Edwan's son. I'm Kun Agro Agnes. I came as Bomb's friend. I want to propose a showdown with you. The winner gets Bomb. A showdown with me. Oh, and it seems like there might be some creature under him. It might be one we haven't seen before. Is this some kind of joke? And then we're back with Bomb. Oh, and we see the transformation. I just feel like it's going to end any second now, though. Time until the gate opens, 1 minute. It's almost time. We have to go, Rack. Okay, and he becomes even more chibi than usual. You're not going anywhere. Irregular. Oh, and this is super cool. Hold on. That's interesting. I want to bring this up. I thought this was her transformation at first, but it's actually Holin's abilities. Holin's Shinwei. Hold on. Or Shinheo, Shinwei, either way. Yeah, let me bring this up. Look at, can you see my mouse? I can't tell. But if you can see my mouse, look, that's the Slayer symbol's eyes on the creature. That's so interesting. That we have like the Slayer symbol's eyes on it. But either way, hold on, let me take this off. Let me take this panel off, don't want to get in trouble. Where did he come from? Bomb, I'll break through the monsters around him, Rack. And he's again going for the Rasen Shinsu again. Leave it to me. And he takes off the head, floral butterfly, and then piercing technique. And since so this style of showing like one continuous flowing panel with multiple points of action in it, we've seen a ton lately. One of CU's new assistants must really love that, or either CU picked it up somewhere, because we've seen that a lot lately. Even just earlier this chapter with Tiara riding. And it looks like Rack is the one cutting it up as he attacks Holin. And then, damn it, you little monsters. He just took out Holin in one shot, but he's the strongest hatchling, thinks Shiliel. That man. Let's go, Yuri. The gate is ready. If I ever were to do, so I do like bingo as I'm reacting to One Piece for my One Piece reactions. If I ever did Tower of God bingo, free space would have to be somebody dick rides Bomb, but somebody is like, I can't believe how strong this guy is, despite the fact that they've heard all they have about him, they've seen all they have about him, because that's happened at least 3 times just this chapter. Like, that's the free space, is somebody sucks off Bomb. Let's go, Yuri. The gate is ready. Gate. And then, might be even more useful than I thought. And then, that's continuing Shiliel's sentence. We have to hurry. Achoo, we have Andrasi sneezing. Oh yeah, I forgot about Andrasi. We haven't seen her in a bit. Okay. And again, this is the like second time recently that we've ended on like a joke. We've ended a chapter on a joke panel. So again, I am for it. I am for evolution in the style. I'm for growth. I'm for trying new things out. And I feel like a lot of the new things that CU and his team have been trying out have been working. Again, like I've mentioned, towards the end of the nest, there was some point around the like Jinsung versus Holin and Perditi fight where it seemed like there was a shift in the art around there, and also a shift in the way the story was being told around there, even compared to earlier in the nest. And everything since then has just had a little bit of a different flavor to it. Like, they've been doing the art and the paneling a little bit differently since then. They've been doing the story a little bit differently since then, and I think it's a plus. I think it's a good thing. I think it's been really nice. So yeah, once again, CU's just been on a real hot streak with Tower of God lately, and I feel like that streak continues. I feel like it's still been very, very good. I guess. So I thought we were seeing the crazy transformation of Tiara, and that one panel might have been it. But generally, we've kind of just seen Holin and his creatures, unless we're saying that was her that Rack cut up. But I'm saying no, it wasn't. It was Holin's creature. So I guess Tiara's still doing her transformation there. We had Holin taken out pretty much, Shiliel being like, whoa, Bomb is so strong, he's so crazy, like we see characters do multiple times a chapter. Yuri was really funny this time around. I'm interested to see what Andrasi's up to whenever we get back to her. We just saw her coming in at the very end so that she gets to count for like the chapter sort of screen time or whatever, coming in for that last panel. Hema Slime's going off on her own, which again, unless CU has some like secretive stuff going on in the background, is probably a bad idea. Might work out just because she's friends with Bomb and things work out for Bomb, but probably a bad idea. I don't see how she would actually get her family's creature and escape. But then again, sticking with Bomb doesn't really like, since Bomb's group is trying to get out of there, then it also doesn't really sort of co-align with her goals anymore. I love the Lilial and Shiliel group. That stuff is fun. Like I said, maybe I shouldn't feel bad for the snakes, but I feel bad for the snakes. I feel like they genuinely care about Laura and their daughters, and they just keep getting shit for it. Traumaray is weird. We have the Traumaray-Kun showdown going on. Bomb was looking at the 1 minute left, and he's like, okay, Rack, we have to get ready to run. But Kun isn't even here. So I feel like, is Bomb forgetting the strat here? Is Bomb like, not remembering, hey, we have to do the whole challenge thing with Trauma Ray, because if Bomb tries to run at this point, maybe he'll help his allies escape, but if he tries to run at this point, it's not, it's not congruent with what's going on with Kunith the Second. Also, really funny moment. Just so I'm clear, because some people take things way too seriously, I know that Yuri can probably read, or like the script is probably some crazy ancient script or something, but it is hilarious that we've had the white "I hate counting to numbers above 3" moment, and now we have Yuri like, what's she writing? I can't read this. So we have just illiterate Yuri with bad at math white. It's great. Yeah, I guess I'll end the video here so I can go ahead and try to get it posted for you all, so it's not up too extremely late, hopefully. But either way, thank you so much for being a part of the usual Tower of God Sunday here. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reaction, or if you wanted to talk about it on Discord or Twitter, you can follow on Twitter, or you can ask for a link to the Discord server. It's free and open for anyone. We can talk there. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can always drop a super thanks down below. You can, if you want to. It would be very much appreciated. But if you don't want to, or if you want to help support the channel and get something out of it yourself other than just the thought of helping me, you can get a shout out at the end of every video, or One Piece a few days early if you become a patron or channel member. Thank you to people who are already patrons and channel members. If you want to, you can just hit join down below to become a member yourself, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes. Yeah, either way, thank you to Chosen Regular, Evan Hawley. Thank you to Magical Girls, FR Nono, Huarian, and Smeller Dog. Thank you to Cherryton Student, David Langstaff, and thank you to Slayer Candidate SG. Huge thank you to them for all of their support, and thank you to all of you for watching. So, yeah, either way, thanks again, and I'll see you all next time.